how I'm firing. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong. Ah, 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 ah.
All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, this is going to be another rant video. Yeah, I'm going to do another rant here. And I don't like having to do rants, but, you know, at times rants are needed when it comes to the sport of boxing. Some of the shenanigans that go on here, and they need to be pointed out. They need to be pointed out from time to time. Now, I just did a rant video recently on the American media and how they hate Terrence Bud Crawford. And that was actually part 2, because I did another video of the American media hating Terrence Bud Crawford, and I think that was like 5 or 6 months ago. So I did a fresh one because, you know, they're doing the same old thing again when it comes to his record and what he's done in the sport of boxing. Let me tell you guys something. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed about this rant is take out Terrence Bud Crawford and insert Jaron Boots Ennis. Yeah, Jaron Boots Ennis is set to face off against the WBA champion Montez Stanionis April the 12th in Atlantic City, guys. If you didn't know, Jaron is the IBF welterweight champion. And I hadn't really talked about, you know, who I think is going to win the fight yet. I'm going to get to that later on down the line this week. But I want to talk about this article. You know, I read it a while back. I think it's by, let me see who it's by. It's by James the Grad. I don't know who James the Grad is, but this article is basically a hit piece on Jaron Boots Ennis. And I'm just going to read the title here. You guys make up your mind here. It says, Ennis's fading shine. Stanionis poised to expose Fool's Gold reputation. Fool's Gold reputation. And they just go into this hit piece of Jaron Boots Ennis and his struggles and, you know, him not taking going up to 154 and taking the Virgil Ortiz fight. It's just a hit piece on Jaron Boots Ennis, but they don't have anything negative to say about Stanionis. Nothing. There's nothing negative to say about Stanionis. They really don't say anything about Stanionis, but it's all a hit piece on Jaron Boots Ennis. And look here, guys. Here's the thing. Criticizing fighters, you know, I don't have a problem with criticizing fighters. I criticize fighters no matter where they're from. But it's constructive criticism. It's not a hit piece and trying to spin some type of narrative. And that's what these mainstream guys do. In America, they tear down their best, they tear down their brightest, and there's no different. You know, here it is, Jaron Boots Ennis is looking to unify. And then if he does get past Stanionis, he's looking to become undisputed at 147. And it's not good enough. Nothing's ever good enough for American press unless you're from somewhere else. Unless you're from another country, they're going to put you on a pedestal. They're not going to have anything bad to say about you. They don't say anything in here about what Jaron Boots Ennis is good at. They're basically, you know, it's just, like I said, it's just a hit piece. And we have to speak out against this. Certain, I would say media on YouTube needs to speak out against stuff that happens like this. We do have channels that follow the same playbook as the mainstream media. And, you know, all they do is, you know, do hit pieces on fighters that they don't like or fighters that don't want to give them an interview. You know, they do the same thing and, you know, they try to act like they're different, but they're not. So, you know, I have criticized Jaron Boots Ennis in the past, but it's been constructive criticism. You know, I'm not just going to come on here and just try to tear the guy down before he even gets started. And that really irks me about the American boxing media. And I think that's why a lot of times YouTubers are needed to bring a more fair and balanced perspective to these fighters. You know, I respect all fighters. You know, I'll call out things, but I'm very respectful. You know, I don't disrespect fighters. And I don't try to tear down what they've accomplished. And, yeah, sometimes they have holes in their games. All fighters have holes in their games that they need to plug up. Something that they need to work on. but you don't have to be an asshole to, you know, point things out. And sometimes they're not even pointing anything out. They just dislike them as a person. But yeah, American boxing media is at it again. Tearing down their best, tearing down their brightest fighters. And I'm here to expose. So you guys let me know what you think about the fight coming up. Jaron Ennis, Montez Stanionis. How do you feel about the American media? Do you like these type of hit pieces? Do you agree with me? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.